This will be a carry operation mission. We're gonna take off here in a minute and head to the coast. We're going to bomb some submarines acquired by a terrorist group that we are cleared to neutralize, and then we will come back, rearm, refuel on the carrier before taking off, and I believe it'll be bombing a factory before finally ending the day. Hopefully when it's still sunny out, because we are chasing the sun here. We're getting close to the final hours of the day. And hopefully this is a smooth carry-out mission. I hope you guys like it. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's have some fun. So before we can take off, let's just make sure we're good with our stabilizers. Let's check our weight on the support menu checklist. 47,000 pounds. We're at 16 degrees right now. We should probably be about 17. We're just going to increase that a little bit. And we are then ready to go. So let's talk to the air crew, or the ground crew, excuse me. Right alt / to get the menu, parent menu, ground crew, and finally we will salute. We've already requested for launch. We're already on the catapult. Everything's good to go. We are lined up. So it should be just a matter of getting ready for takeoff right now. Increase the throttle a little bit. Did I not already salute? Oh, there we go. Okay, we can exit now. They're just waiting for us to add a little bit of power, and we're good to go. They're going to release the catapult when they deem we're ready to go. Off we go! We don't touch the stick. We just make sure that we raise our gear as soon as we're off the ship. And basically what happens, you want to touch the stick because we've already set our stabilizers based on our weight. It will take us to the angle we need to, and then eventually we can then gauge control once we have positive rate and everything looks good. What would happen is sometimes pilots would want to grab the stick. You feel like you've taken off in such a short distance, low speed, and close to the water, that they want to yank on the stick and increase your angle of attack, but the problem is you would stall, and so it would be very good. So it's important that you just let the aircraft do the work, and you'll be airborne in no time. And you can actually see our stabilizers now have returned back to normal now that we're flying. So we've been good to go to waypoint 1. So let's just take a look at where we're heading. We're just gonna reduce our grain here and hit waypoint 1, and it's over to our right, 55 miles away. So it looks like the ceiling's about 10,000 feet, and as we come through the clouds, we'll just come a little bit higher and then level out. So just to talk about aircraft carriers for a bit, because I think they're just ridiculous, and just the fact that this is even possible is just a insane amount of engineering. It's just mesmerizing. Aircraft carriers are like 100,000 tons, 4.5 acres. They carry 5,000 people, anywhere from plumbers, electricians, doctors, cooks, priests, of course the airmen, there's welders, like there's just a whole network of people on this ship to maintain it regularly, and people basically live on the ship for months at a time, and it's quite just remarkable ingenuity. I did read somewhere that the average age on aircraft carrier is something like 21 years old, which is just astounding. It sounds like you're not really part of the Navy if you don't spend any time on a aircraft carrier, but it's really, really cool and just crazy. I can't even believe to wrap my head around this. We play DCS and kind of take it for granted. Okay, let's just take off from catapult 4 or whatever, and then land and make sure you hit a wire and whatnot. But when you understand like the whole operation that goes on, 5,000 people on this ship is just ridiculous, and that's not even including the 75 to 90 aircraft, ranging from anything like Hornets, Super Hornets, now the F-35s. I think E2s as well, and some helicopters, and I'm sure the missing aircraft, S3s. So the list goes on, and everything that this beast of a ship can do, and the fact that there's a floating platform that just moves around anywhere in the water, the ocean bound, is just ridiculous. And you know, you might be wondering, how do they move and power such a big ship? It's nuclear powered, which means it doesn't use fuel like, you know, the fuel that you would use in jets or in cars or whatever. And it means that you basically don't have to refuel it, so it can go on for a very long time. Not quite forever. I think they have serviceable lifespans of about 50 years. And they do need, you know, regular, I think it's almost every week they need refuels for the jets. They need just resupplies of water, fresh water, food, you know, all that, you know, regular stuff just to function, you know, for the crew. But in terms of just powering the ship, it's 4 engines. They're all nuclear powered. I think something like the propellers are like 17 feet long, which is massive. But it's quite a impressive machine, and there are a few museums where you can actually visit aircraft carriers. I haven't done this myself. I'm hoping to do that some point in the next year or so, but there's one in San Diego, one in New York, and one in South Carolina. So if you guys get the chance to check those out, definitely recommend it. And if you guys have visited one or any of the 3 I just mentioned, comment down below and just let me know which one was the best, or was it, you know, really all you could meet your expectations. I really want to know, because this is definitely just sounds so cool. Alright, so we're just within 12 miles, so let's go ahead and start descend below the clouds and get our guns ready. Intel has that it's 2 submarines that we need to kill, so we're going to switch to air to ground, select our Mark 83's mode, CCIP, fuse nose, and instantaneous. You guys should know the drill by now. And master arm switch on. So what we're going to do differently here is, I read in literature that if you drop 1 bomb, you're about 85 to 90% accurate, but if you drop 2, you're actually 98% accurate. So we're going to do that right now. So we hit quantity 2, multiple 2, not worry about the interval. This isn't like a convoy, which we did in the last episode. If you haven't checked that out, I'll pin it in the top right corner. You guys can watch it later. That's basically how we do this, and hopefully this will be a very accurate bombing. Now let's try and see if we can't see our submarines. I see 2 of them there, so let's just go for our first one. Bombs away, and let's just go around and avoid all these guns. I don't know if we're gonna see our shot. Oh, right at the last second.
Continue attack. Once sub is destroyed, continue attack.
All right, let's go around for a second pass, gain that altitude, maintain that speed. And hopefully we can get around to bombing the second target and get the heck home, or bombing the next target. Oh my god, we're getting lit up here. Bombs away. Let's get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Woo!
Well done. You are clear to return to Mother. Attack at 10 X-ray.
Back in 10 X-ray. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. Oh, so happy. Because we really went all out. We only have air-to-air missiles now, so that was definitely risky. So let's get out of here and head home. And let's just get out of air to ground, master arm switch off, and get ready to hit our attack in. I just want to get rid of this map for now. We're climbing. I don't know exactly which way, but that's fine for now. So, attack in on. It's already selected for X-ray. 10, enter, and let's just select it on our screen here, and it should pop up. Actually, must be without, just outside 40 miles. We're just on our way back to the carrier base, but that's just to show how effective it is when you drop 2 bombs on a single target. Yes, we had 4 bombs and we could have, you know, done one at a time, but right now we knew that we had 4 bombs to carry out our assignments, and 2 bombs was going to be 98% effective based on, you know, just the statistics out there, and it avoids us doing extra passes. We did this in 2 targets, 2 passes. It was really perfect, really smooth. If we did drop 1 bomb and happen to miss, because we were only 85% effective, well then, you know, we're risking getting shot down. So this was, you know, obviously not the outcome you wanna see.
Overlord, bogey is approaching the fleet from the south.
Oh.
Course. Distance from fleet 29 miles. Seek and destroy. Bearing 228 degrees 29 miles. You are cleared on.
We got him on radar. We can't see him, but we're gonna release our shot once we get between this triangle and this triangle, just to get one missile out early. Ideally, you'd want it fired between these 2 triangles. This is our max range where we think we can hit it, and it's relative to this this dash that's coming in as we get closer to our enemy. There we go. Box 1. Push maintain radar lock. There we go. I didn't want to get too much into the air-to-air. That's not the focus of this video. It happened to come up in the mission, so we obviously had to do as we were told. But the focus of this mission was really carry operations and air-to-ground strikes, which has been kind of my focus for now. If you guys want to see more air-to-air, I just find on YouTube there is a lot of air-to-air already. And some good content creators covering it extensively, so I've kind of just enjoyed doing the air-to-ground missions. But if you guys do want to see me do some air-to-air, please let me know down below. So it's not good enough to just look at the ship. You actually have to look at the runway and look at the lights, because the runway will be about 10 degrees off the carrier.
010, checking in 2 miles.
010, approach, final bearing 348.
Alright, we're on final.
010.
Reduce our speed. We're on our HUD. You see there's that dot with the triangle that looks upside down. Now it's green. It means increased speed, and if it's a circle, then we're bang on. Now we're bang on. Alright, so it sounds like there's some HVTs, high valued targets, at a camp in an area nearby waypoint 2. So we can actually select our waypoint 2 now. Sounds like time is of the essence, so we want to do everything as soon as possible. We can deselect our TACAN, and then we'll reselect our waypoint so that it'll be ready for us on our HUD as soon as we're refueled, rearmed, and good to take off. We're just going to wait while we refuel and rearm. Alright, so rearming is complete, refueling is complete, so we can go ahead and taxi to Catapult 2 since it's the closer of the ones there. So let's talk to the ground crew again. And now we need to request launch here, and we'll see them all get in position. There they go. Stop slacking over there. And we can start to just add a little bit of thrust and get moving. It's just, we know we want to line up. He's going to help us. We're looking at the director there in yellow. He should come alive in a second. Stop looking at your feet. There we go. Now he's telling us to go right. Now he wants to straighten out. Now he wants us to go left. Here's increase height, nose wheel steering. Telling us to come straight through. Stop. Alright, so now that we've stopped, we'll just wait for our future directions. These guys are coming, get in position. Guys in the green, those are the ones that are going to help us get set into the catapults here. And it looks like he's pointing to his elbow, which means the launch bar needs to be extended. So let's go ahead and do that now. He should put his arms down. There we go. and he's rightfully so going to get out of the way. Now, there's some guys in green getting us set up. There we go. And he's telling us we can move forward, which we're doing there. Now let's do a little more. We have to add a little more throttle till we lock into place. There we go. Now he wants us to stop. And just to avoid doing things after we've taken off, we need to remove our launch bar. We have been locked in, so we can now retract it. We're locked into the catapult, so when we raise our gear, we don't want us to bring it back down. No, okay, no, we're good. We're good. All right, we've already been given clearance. Let's just go back to half flaps. There we go, and get ready to salute and carry out the rest of this mission. Let's salute. Add some thrust. Everybody's getting in position. And we are basically ready to go. I didn't set my stabilizers. Let's hope that's not a problem. Probably would be a problem.
010, airborne.
It is a problem. We need to pull up. We need to pull up.
010, radar contact, altimeter 29.
And that's the importance of stabilizers. That at least I covered it for you guys on our initial launch. But that's the importance of stabilizers. I had to grab the stick and intervene there. And that's a perfect example of what not to do. Wow, alright. Well, that's one way to show you guys how we do things. And actually, just this week, the DCS, or I guess not DCS, but Eagle Dynamics announced that there's going to be some changes, and that's what's really good about DCS is you might buy certain modules, which sound expensive at first, but they do continue to upgrade them and give you updates as long as you bought the module, and they come on sale pretty regularly, so I definitely consider you taking advantage of those. But they announced for the Supercarriers they're going to add the ready room in the pre-fly room, which is basically the air boss deck, where you'll be allowed to, in theory, you'll get new views, so you can, right now you can toggle through different airports and stuff and different views of your aircraft, but there should be a new view where you can actually see the view from the air boss's perspective, which will be really cool, and a different way of viewing the aircraft carrier. You can also set up your aircraft. You can chat other players. That'll probably, if you're in multiplayer position on the Supercarrier, you can chat with your lobby basically on the boat, which is really cool. And there'll be live sounds of if someone buzzes the tower or something, then you should get some feedback on that. So, and there's a few more updates, but those are the ones I'm most excited about, and I hope you guys are excited about as well. As soon as that comes out, I'm definitely flying it a bunch. But for now, we're just doing some good carry ops. There's no shortage of stuff to cover here, so make sure you follow along. We're back at 14,000 feet, just above the clouds, and towards waypoint 2, where there should be a camp full of HVTs, high-value targets, that we're going to go ahead and bomb. I haven't decided really which configuration we're going to do. Our settings are still set for CCIP, and every time we hit the weapon release button, we will release 2 bombs at once. Might be good to do that right off the bat too, again, since that's the whole, how we've conducted the mission so far, and it's been, successful. We could drop all 4 bombs at once if it's a narrow target, but I think we'll at least start with 2 to make one big blast, get the bulk of them, while they're all together, and then if they scatter, then we can switch to dropping bombs one at a time. We can actually take a look at our map and see where the camp might be located. So this is waypoint 2. Looks like it's maybe next to a river or something, and there's some mountains over on this side. So that gives us an idea at least of what terrain we're walking into. And we might. This is getting a little fuzzy. If I switch this to night, that's a bit better. So we'll switch it to night. It is getting a little dark. I really hope we make it home in time. The sun's just disappearing back there. Whew.
This is Overlord. The training camp is 25 miles ahead. High-value personnel have been sighted in center of camp. We have have eyes on the ground. You will be contacted by Sandman in 10 miles.
Okay. We'll get further direction at 10 miles. We can probably start our descent now, though. Get below the clouds, see if we can't get eyes on earlier.
This is Sandman. We have eyes on you and secure personnel in center of camp and
Altitude. Altitude.
Smoke to show our position. The camp is on the other side of the lake, 1 mile northeast of our position. You are cleared in hot. We will inform you when personnel are down.
There's our guys, and the camp is at the other side of the lake. Must be where there's this smoke here. Let's switch air master arm, switch on, air to ground. I don't see much, but there's clearly something going on that is across the lake, so I'm going to assume that that's our target. Maintain as much altitude and dive at the last second. Here we go, we are getting shot at. Bombs away. And let's get away.
My God, what a mess. Looks like you have got them all.
Nice. Woo!
Forward, Sandman. As you were, enemy personnel escaping to the north in trucks. You must take them all out. Cleared in hot.
There's trucks. And they're escaping to the north? Thought we got them all. What the heck is up with that? Oh, I do see trucks. Right there. And actually, what would be really nice is if we had rockets. Bombs away. There's 2 of them. We didn't get the last one. Okay, we didn't get the last one. He's heading off. And we now have no more bombs. We were really close to the ground there. We're going to switch to our gun. And do one last mode of air to ground, and hopefully we can get a good kill here. Nope, didn't hit him. We'll buzz him though. He's probably scared for his life. If I were him, I'd probably leave that truck, and I don't know what I would do, to be honest. I wouldn't get myself in that situation to begin with. There we go.
Dead.
Woo!
Believed that if I hadn't have seen it with my own eyes, you were cleared to RTB. Thanks. Sandman out.
Ford, Overlord, well done. You are cleared to return to Mother. TAC and 10 X-ray.
Alright, let's head back. That was cool. I'm actually kind of glad that we didn't get them all with the 2 bombs there. And we got to use the gun on something a little lighter. A little something different. We were really close to the ground. That wasn't super clean, but that was just a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I might end the video right here since I've already done a carrier landing in this video, and just to keep it relatively short. But I hope you guys like the content. Please show your appreciation. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.